MultiVersus made a massive mistake. To understand MultiVersus' doings, we must understand why the Iron Giant is one of the most influential characters of all time. You see, the Iron Giant's story resonates in all of us, as his pain and suffering is very relatable. But if you don't know or remember Iron Giant's story, sit back and relax and try not to cry. It's 1957, the Iron Giant falls from space like a meteor. He was a 100-foot tall robot with big eyes and no memory, as his head was impacted by an asteroid, which led him to not know his higher purpose for being on Earth. Once crash landed, he wandered in the woods, sad and confused and alone. Both the movie and book tell us nothing about the Iron Giant, leaving it up to the viewer to wonder. So who is he? Why is he here? Where did he originally come from? But most importantly, what did MultiVersus exactly do? The movie follows a young boy named Hogarth, who was the son of a single mother with a father who was a military pilot but passed away. Hogarth was bullied for being so smart in school. As an outcast, Hogarth was able to gain maturity, intellect, but even a deeper understanding of people. One day, Hogarth was wandering the woods and met the Iron Giant. Hogarth may have lost his father in war, but now he's able to act as the Iron Giant's father. He teaches the Giant the concept of having an inner soul.
That means you have a soul, and souls don't die.
Giving him purpose, as he states to the Giant throughout the film, "You are what you choose to be," which ends up being the main theme of the movie. The Giant was equipped with weapons of mass destruction, so he could be a force of great evil, or he could choose to be good. The director followed the theme of, what if a gun had a soul and didn't want to be a gun? You see, the director had lost his sister to gun violence, which adds a huge layer to the theme of this film. The movie continues as the Iron Giant chose to be good, but based off his appearances, people put him out to be evil.
He's a weapon. Big gun!
I'm not done.
Causing the military to attack him. It's something that every one of us can identify with, as we ourselves can be weapons based off how we act or what we do. MultiVersus does a good job telling Iron Giant's story, as each move and voice line has purpose. In MultiVersus, the Iron Giant has many moves that actually involve metal. But why? Well, the Giant is found eating metal throughout the movie. In the movie, he spins a convertible. In the game, he spins a beat-up hot rod around him that blocks projectiles. Instead of a double jump, he's able to fly like the end of the movie. The Iron Giant has a mechanic called Rage Mode. This goes in hand with the end of the movie, when the bump in the Giant's head disappears, bringing back his memory, putting him in a rage state. In MultiVersus, this rage state actually gives him new moves, such as projectiles similar to the movie when he full-on attacks the military. The Giant does go on a rampage to then be stopped by Hogarth.
And you don't have to be a gun. You are what you choose to be.
The Giant gains control of himself again, but the military still decides to fire a missile that would kill everyone in the surrounding area, including the Giant. The Giant decides to stop the missile, sacrificing himself to save the military, Hogarth, but even the city. He flies to the missile and remembers what Hogarth said, "You are who you choose to be," then finishes with the most iconic line. It's sad because when he fights Superman in MultiVersus, it's not even like they're fighting, it's like they're having a sparring session. Just listen to this.
Keep practicing, Giant. You'll get there someday. Don't worry, Giant. We all have our off days. We should hang out sometime. I'll give you some pointers on being Superman.
This also explains why the devs decided to give Iron Giant a Superman skin. In MultiVersus, we have one of the coolest moves in the game called Protect Friends. This allows your teammate to get inside you as a gunner while in rage mode. Now this is where MultiVersus messed up. If you ever versed the Iron Giant, you were basically going into a boss fight. He literally doesn't die. The Iron Giant takes hits like a tank. He has infinite combos, kill confirms, and one of the best recoveries in the game. But since the nerf and bug fixes, he might end up as a low tier. His up air will now not continually hit opponents. His down air won't branch out to any combos, but even his infinites will now forever be gone. In most games, characters that are that heavy and big like the Iron Giant tend to be easy combo food. But listen to what pro players are saying.
I do think the Giant is good. I don't think he's very strong. I just think he's good. But as players continue to get better, they'll understand that they can camp out bolts. They can bait him into using bolts and then camp it out. I think when you have players that are not only good at combo game, but are good at taking advantage of the fact that he's so damn big, platform fighters especially, like disadvantage state, being above people or just being big in general, you are asking to be put in a highlight reel. There's not much he has left to offer.
But what do you think? Did he deserve the nerf?